Hello everybody, and I will open us up in prayer before we start. Our Father God, thank you that we can come together today to worship you, to move our bodies. And Lord, I just pray for energy and enjoyment. I pray that we can really feel your presence here and just know that everything we're doing is for each other and for you, Lord. And I really pray that we can have a fantastic run up to Christmas with all the negative news about not being able to see family potentially, getting shorter at Christmas with our loved ones. I pray that we can still really enjoy that time and just feel your presence with us. In your name, amen.
Amen. So for those who don't know, Wildfire is based from Mark, where someone hears Jesus speaking and he says to him, "What's the most important commandment?" And Jesus replies to this guy and he says, "The most important one is this. Hear, O Israel, the Lord God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength, and love your neighbour as yourself." So we're just going to have a look at that last little bit there. Love your neighbour as yourself. Now, as Alex said, Christmas this year, the plans have been derailed. Some people are just keeping it home. Others have just got to shorten it to a day. And on the whole, it's pretty rubbish. We're not going to say it's fine, crack on, because it's kind of not fine. It's really derailed a lot of things, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of upset and hurt. However, what can we be doing to love our neighbours as ourselves? So our Christmas plans may have been derailed or changed, but some people find Christmas really hard. It reminds them of loneliness, reminds them of loved ones who aren't here anymore, and they will really struggle. So what can we be doing on the run up to Christmas, as it is only a couple of days away, that reminds them that they are loved? Maybe it's a text or an email or a phone call that just says, "Thinking of you, happy Christmas." That might be the only Christmas correspondence that they get. It might be a little food drop. Make sure that you know what they actually like. Don't just assume they like a particular dish. Ask them, can I drop off a certain food or meal or treat or something? So just think about what you can do this year to love your neighbour as yourself. Just think of the people who might need that this Christmas. Bro. Right, you're here for a workout, so I hope you enjoy it and dance and sing and have a good time.
So any of you who are new to this, do not worry. I'll explain everything as we go along. We're going to start by just warming up our bodies, getting moving. So if you do have a smartwatch, you can set it now to track your heart rate and see how you've done during the workout. If you are watching later on our YouTube channel, you can get our Spotify playlist to the side here. Just scan the code and you can hear the music that we are listening to right now. Standing in your space, we are going to begin either by just pedaling our feet for low impact option, or beginning to jog on the spot. Start moving those arms if you like, just to get all those joints, all those limbs moving, starting to warm up our bodies. Excellent. Nice deep breaths. In a few seconds, we are moving to our jump jacks. In 2, 1. Option 1, low impact, just tapping to the side, hands meeting overhead. Option 2, jumping, pushing into those heels, trying to get those fingertips to meet at the top. Great speed, great form. Excellent. In a few seconds, we are moving to high knees or high knee marches. In 2, 1, standing in the spot. Option 1, just squeezing those knees up, focusing on that height, engaging with that core. Option 2, you can begin to drive the knees, pump the arms, squeezing up. Great speed, great form. Good option choices. All right, keep driving. Deep breaths. Any stage, just go to marching if you need to. Few more seconds. We're moving to our chest openers with bum kicks. In 2, 1. feet a little bit wider than hips, arms out in front. As we squeeze open, we kick our bums, squeezing into those shoulder blades, waking up those legs. Fantastic. If you want to make it a little bit harder, we're gently squatting in to wake up those glutes. Excellent. Let's get that coordination going. A few more seconds. Last one. Feet under hips. We're going into our squats, option 1. Tapping the floor, reaching overhead. We're pushing into our heels, reaching up, squatting down, squeezing up. If you want a little bit of a challenge, as we squat down, we're going to squeeze up onto tiptoes, heels back down. Waking up the calves, challenging our balance. Down, squeeze. Perfect. 2 more reps. Last one. In your space, we are crawling out into a plank, tapping the shoulders. Option 1, drop the knees down. In a box or in a kneeling plank, tap the shoulders, crawl back up, stand tall. As soon as you can, let's get into it. Option 2, out into that plank, tap the shoulders, staying on the toes, standing tall. Excellent. Go at your own speed, at your own pace. Beautiful. We have 2 more repetitions. Making sure hands are under shoulders, looking between your hands. 1 more. Tap. As we stand tall, we move back into the middle. Hands onto shoulders, rolling forwards. I'm going to roll back the other way. Perfect. Shake it out. Grab a drink if you like, and I'll explain what is coming next in our workout. So any of you who are new to exercise, we are going to be doing a HIIT. Now that's high intensity interval training. How it works is we're going to do 30 seconds of work, pushing ourselves as hard as we can for that 30 seconds, and then taking 30 seconds of rest. And you can rest how you like. You can just gently walk around. You can stand, you can lie, whatever you feel comfortable with, to try and lower that heart rate back down, get energy back to the muscles before we push ourselves again with the next exercise. We have 5 exercises, 3 rounds, and it's going to be 30 seconds of work. Our first exercise, we're going into our squats or squats with crunches. So we're taking our feet a little bit wider than hips, making sure toes are pointing in the same direction. We're going to squat down and just stay with these squats. Or option 2, as we squat, we're going to lift a knee up, crunch into the core, place it back down, sit back, crunch. So you can give that a go if you like. When you have the form, we're going to go for speed to elevate that heart rate. Then in the breath period, I will show you the exercise that is coming next. You're more than welcome to use an elevated surface to make some of the exercises easier, or it can all be done on the floor. So do whatever you like. Let's get set up. We have 30 seconds of work going in. 3, 2, 1. All right, option 1, we're squatting down, pushing into the heels. If you know you can do that and want to go for the harder option, when you're ready, we squat down, squeeze the knee up. Excellent. I want you pushing as quickly as you can now, finding that depth. 10 more seconds. Beautiful. Deep breaths, pushing into those heels, driving up. Last one. We're now moving to the floor for our crab toe taps. So option 1, sitting back, engaging that core. You are either tapping your knees or tapping your toes. If you want to make it a bit harder, hands come under shoulders. We're pushing into feet, lifting our hips up, tapping knees or tapping toes to really challenge our balance, engage our core. Going in 2, 1, option 1, squeeze. Tap the knees, option 2, tap the toes. If you can, challenge that balance. Push up, hips squeezed up high. Tapping knees, moving weight from side to side in those palms. Kicking long, squeeze it, perfect. We have 5 more seconds. Last 2, 1. Resting down. We're moving back up to standing to work into our legs again. We have B stance lunges. So what we're doing is we're taking the foot out and back to the side, onto a tiptoe. We are sitting down into almost a lunge or a squat, pushing into the front heel. Step it in, changing, sitting back. Main focus, you want that tiptoe at the back, so you're pushing into that front heel. In 2, 1. Excellent. Sitting back, tiptoe, tap it in. Sitting back, all about pushing that weight into the front leg, into that front heel, to engage into that inner thigh and the leg that we are standing on. Perfect. All right, when you can, start to speed it up. Sit back, tap in. Great form. Making sure you're pushing into that front heel. Last 2. Now let's get that heart rate raised. Option 1, low impact. We are going into our stepping jacks. Option 2, jump jacks. If you feel like it, option 3, 4 jacks. 1 star, we tap the toes, explode up and out. If you need to grab a drink, do it now. Okay, jump jacks in 2, 1. Option 1, go straight to the option of your choice. Option 2, beautiful. If you want that challenge, option 3, we tap the toes, we explode up. 1, 2, 3, 4, tap down, explode, beautiful. 2, good form. Perfect, keep driving, keep going. You have last 3, 2, 1. Resting there, final exercise to work into our chest. On the floor or on that elevated surface, we have commandos. So in a box, option 1, elbows on the shoulder, pushing into our palms, back down onto elbows. Option 2, in a long plank, pushing up, dropping back down. Option 3, toes, push up, drop back down, squeezing that core. When you are ready, let's go. Option 1, in that box, push up, tap back down, squeeze. Option 2, take those knees a little further, push those hips forwards, pushing into the palms. Now if wrists begin to hurt, you can stay on that elbow plank, squeeze the arm forwards, tap it back, squeeze forwards to work that core, to work into your shoulders. If you can, last few seconds on toes, resting there. All right, round 1 done, 2 more to go. Going back to exercise number 1, I'll set it up, either squatting, pushing into heels, driving up, or option 2, begin to add those marches, all about speed now. Now you know the exercise, going to speed to raise our heart rates up, get our bodies moving and sweating. In last 1, let's go. Option 1, choose your option. Option 2, drive the knees, down, drive, down, drive. Perfect. Looking strong. Speed is great, form is great, guys. Drive down, squeeze. Making sure those hips are going back, chest is staying up. Fantastic. Last 2, 1. Catch your breath. Moving back down to the floor. Either keeping our bums to the floor, making sure we're leaning back to engage that core, tapping knees or toes or hands under shoulder, pushing into heels, hips coming up, balancing, tapping knees, or squeezing to tap toes. We are going in 2, 1. Choose your option. Option 1 or option 2. Find that balance when you can. Find that speed. Squeeze. We are looking up towards our toes, where our toes are going to be, or where our knees are going to be. Squeezing up. Excellent. Try and keep those hips high. If you're up, pushing into palms, lengthening those legs. Excellent. Last 2, 1. Rest it there. Moving back up. Back to our B stance lunges. I'll set up again. Feet are together. We're swinging it back and make a nice diagonal line from knee to knee. Onto that tiptoe. We're sitting down. Tap it in. Try to keep your chest facing where that front leg is to work into either side of our legs. In 2, 1. Option 1. Tap it back. Nice and controlled. Finding that depth. Beautiful form. Make sure you're pushing into that front heel. When you can, begin to speed it up. Don't compromise form for speed. Excellent. We have 3 more seconds. Keeping that chest up. Last 1. Perfect. I'm sure everybody's favorites. We have our jump jack. So either tapping, jumping, or we're going down, adding that star. So we're sitting down, power squeeze up into those stars. Grab a drink if you would like. Catch your breath. Going in 3, 2, 1. Option 1. Option 2. Excellent. If you want that challenge, yes. 2, 3, 4. Down. Squeeze up. Perfect. If you can, we have a few more seconds remaining. See if you can challenge yourself with a harder option if you want to give it a go. Last 2, 1. Oh, excellent. All right. Moving to the floor for our commandos. I'll show if you're using that elevated surface, either on knees, down, making sure those hips are forwards, pushing up, or on toes, pushing up and back down. Going in 5 seconds. Let's get set up in 2, 1. Option 1 in that box. Looking down in between your hands at the floor. Option 2, bring those hips forward. Squeeze that core, squeeze that tummy. Pushing up, down, squeeze. If you want that challenge, up onto toes. Trying to keep hips low and hips square to the floor. We don't want too much rocking. Nice and controlled. Excellent. Great form. Relaxing there. 1 more round. 5 more minutes of work. Please grab a drink if you would like. Okay, I'll show you what's coming. We've got our squats or squats with crunches. Choose your option. We're going straight into it. Last 5 minutes of our hit. In 2, 1. Pushing into those heels. Drive it up. Excellent. Yes. Great options. All right, this is the last time doing these. See if you can speed it up. Let's challenge our bodies. Excellent. Driving up, down. 4 more seconds. Last 1. Resting there. Perfect. We're moving to the floor. We have our crab toe taps. Knees or toes Focus on that squeeze back of the bums are on the floor, or hips high if you are on your hands and feet. Use that rest. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Find that balance. When you found that form, begin to speed it up. Squeezing that core. Looking up where the toes are going to be. Squeezing. Perfect. Excellent. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Great form. Going back up. B stance, lunges. Utilize that rest so you can get that power and speed as we work. Going in 10 seconds. Let's set it up. Chest nice and high. Pushing into that front heel in 2, 1. Let's go. Tiptoe at the back. Tap it in. Try and keep that chest facing forwards. Perfect. Making sure you're going onto that tiptoe, sitting back. Excellent. We have 10 more seconds. Perfect. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Excellent. Oh, I love that everyone's joining in. 2 more exercises. We have our jacks stepping, jumping, or tapping those toes, exploding up and out. All right. Going in 5 seconds. In 1. All right, into those jump jacks. Perfect. 4. Yes. Keep going. Driving through. Yes. All about speed now. We want to rocket that heart rate up. Great form. Push to the heels. Jump. Last one. Final exercise. We're moving down to those commandos. Knees or toes. If wrists are starting to go, all you need to do is stay on the elbows, squeeze that core hips low, take an arm forwards and change from side to side. Choosing your option, we are going in 3, 2, 1. Hands on the shoulders, elbows on the shoulders, pushing up. Squeezing that core, making sure no bums are in the air. We're keeping those hips low, tapping up. Keep looking between your hands, pushing into those palms. Excellent. Squeezing up. We have 5 more seconds. Last one. And resting there. Please grab some water. Use this rest, use this time. Now, no workout would be complete without a little bit of core, a little bit of glutes in my eyes. So we have 4 exercises. We're going to be doing 20 seconds of work 3 times through. So I just want you to rest when you need to, and when you can, get back into the exercise. So, exercise number 1 is all going to be on our back. We're lying down, legs up, and we are crunching up. So we're squeezing those shoulder blades up and off the ground and back down to activate into our upper core. Exercise number 2. Either with knees bent, option 1, we're tapping our toes down, squeezing back up. Tap, squeeze. If you want a harder option, we're going to take our legs straight and we're doing our leg raises, squeezing up, tapping down, squeezing up, 20 seconds. We then have ankle taps to work into our obliques and muscles that run down our sides. So like in that crunch, we squeeze our shoulder blades up and off and we're tapping towards our ankles from side to side, almost looking like a bit of a penguin as we tap to work into those obliques. Then the final exercise are our bicycles. So option 1, feet to floor, hands by the side of our heads. We're squeezing up, tapping, knee to elbow. Or option 2, we're going to take our legs long, squeezing out and down. So those are our 4 exercises, but don't worry, I will shout them at you. 3 rounds, 20 seconds each. Just rest when you need to. Going into our crunches in 3, 2, 1. All right, feet to floor. We're squeezing up and back down, finding that height, squeezing down. You can put your hands by the side of your head if you feel more comfortable, or let them track up and back down. Feeling that across the top of our cores, the top of our tummies. All right, when you're ready, legs up. We're tapping down, squeezing up. Or option 2, dropping the legs. Squeeze up, working that lower core now. Try to push your back into the floor as you drop down. Squeeze up. All right, 2 more seconds. 1. Feet down, squeeze up, tapping the ankle from side to side. That core should start to be burning right about now. Excellent. All right, 5 more seconds before our bicycles. In 2, 1. Option 1, feet to floor, elbow to knee. Option 2, take the legs long, squeeze. Perfect. 10 more seconds and we're going back to our crunches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down, squeeze up, back down, squeeze, down. Looking up at the ceiling, then following that curve to 45 degrees in front. Back down, squeeze, down, squeeze. 2 more seconds. All right, leg raises. Option 1, tap the toes, squeeze up, tap. Option 2, down, back up. Awesome. In 5 seconds, we have our ankle taps. In 2, 1. Plant the feet, squeeze up, tapping side to side. Trying to find that length to tap down the sides of our feet. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds, we have our bicycles. 3, 2, 1. Hands to side of head, feet to floor. Option 1. Crunching across. Option 2. Perfect. In 10 seconds, we have 1 more round. Take those legs long. 3, 2, 1. Into those crunches. Squeeze up, back down. Rest when you need to. Squeezing up, down, squeeze. Excellent. 10 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Leg raises. Option 1, tap, squeeze, tap. Or legs long, tapping down, squeezing up, focusing on that lower core, but I'm sure you can feel it burning right down the middle too. All right, in 5 seconds, ankle taps. In 3, 2, 1. Plant the feet, squeeze up, tap, tap, tap. You have this. 10 more seconds before our bikes. In 3, 2, 1. Last 20 seconds. Feet to floor, feet long, crunching across. See if you can make it to the end. 10 more seconds. 5, 4. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees in. Oh, form was great. If you want to roll over onto your front, we can push up either into baby cobra or hands on the shoulders up full into cobra. Let's just stretch out that tummy, looking straight ahead. Tuck the toes. We're just going to push back into child's pose. Knees come out wide. We're going to push into the palms. Armpits down towards floor. Oh. Roll up. If you'd like, grab a quick drink. We're just going to do a little short cool down to allow the muscles to start to cool, allow our heart rate just to drop. Let's prevent any injuries from happening. We're going to take our feet a little bit wide in hips, soft knees. I'm going to breathe in, and as we exhale, soften the knees, breathing in. Perfect. Exhale, breathing in, and exhale. On this breath, we're going to take our arms up, one hand to hip, squeeze up, and just lean across to open through our obliques. Hand to hip, squeeze up, changing to the other side. And down. We're going to interlock those fingers, round and push away, pushing those shoulder blades away as we look down towards our toes. Release the hands, interlock the fingers behind. We're pushing down, chest pushing out. If you want to, you can take a little head lean forwards and to the side to stretch into our shoulders. Gently roll across and to the other side. Perfect. Taking our feet a little bit wider than hips. We're going to have soft knees, bending forward to try and tap the floor as low as you can, then across to one side, adding little pulses. And you want to focus on almost pushing those hips back a bit to feel the stretch down the backs of our legs, tapping towards the middle, cross to one side. Beautiful. Tap to the middle, tap. When you get to a foot, I just want you to hold it there, hold it into that stretch, feeling a nice stretch down the backs of the leg. Then walking across to the other side and just stretching down. All right. Hands towards floor. Begin to bend the legs. We're going into kneeling. We're going to kick one leg forwards, tuck the hips, and leaning into that nice hip flexor stretch. You can use the wall for support, sofa, coffee table. Pushing back, toe comes up, and we're just gently going to lean forward to feel stretch down the backs of our legs. Excellent. Knees together, taking the foot forwards. Tuck the hips, leaning into it. Excellent. Put it back. Toe up, gently folding forwards. Again, use that wall, use the top of the leg if you feel comfortable, or the floor, just to get that balance. All right, bring that knee back. We're just going to lower down and just stretch that core one more time, either in baby cobra or pushing up into full, looking straight ahead. And relax down or push back. Oh, that is your express workout done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed that. And I hope to see you again tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And before we leave, I will end in prayer. Oh. Father, thank you that we can come and enjoy each other's company this Christmas where it's so hard to see other people, especially now those in London in Tier 4 and that surrounding area. I pray that your presence can be with them and they can feel your love and your comfort. I pray that we can go out into this day with the energy we had for this workout and just enjoy what this day brings, Lord. In your name, amen. Thank you so much. I really hope to see you again tomorrow. Please do please do share with anyone you think that would be interested in this workout. And do let us know how you got on. If you recorded your heart rate, do share, do tag us in. We would love to see it. God bless and have an amazing Monday.